Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm creating a layout using the My Creative Scrapbook March main kit. Now, this kit was filled with the Echo Park in Full Bloom collection, some simple stories, a cut file, just so many awesome things. If you haven't seen my unboxing video, I will leave that link down below in the description box. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I have some of the papers here on my desk and the sticker sheet, and it just has this really soft pastel spring vibe to the whole collection. I am going to be using the sketch that came with the kit. I love how the sketch is included in my kit, already printed for me. So you can see here it has one photo, and then it's got like a larger element behind. So here's the photo I want to document, and this is myself and my daughter Tatum, and this was actually on Easter. Not that that matters because I'm not going to have it an Easter layout, but I do have the one photo, and then I have an idea that I want to use this sun paper, and I also want to use this yellow. I thought that between the pink top that she's wearing and the yellow top that I'm wearing, that's how I kind of chose the pattern paper pieces. So I also picked out this title piece that says, "You are the sunshine of my life," which I thought was perfect. And then that really inspired me to go with this sun direction. So what I did is I've taken the cut file from the My Creative Scrapbook website. Once you're a member, you receive a password and you can download any of their cut files. This one was called Sun-Kissed, and it was from May 2022. It actually had some words on there, and I sliced the words out on my Cricut. So I just selected the entire image and then used the slice feature, and so I'm left with just the sun portion. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to replace the star that's in the sketch with this sun. So I cut it out in white, but I do want to color it in. So I'm going to leave it here on my mat, and I'm going to color that in with some yellow ink. I did cut it again using another one of the pattern papers. And the reason I did that is because I want the inserts to be that pattern paper, just so it stands out a little more from the background. All right, I am going to get out my Distress Oxide ink here and also my ink blending tool. And I'm going to ink blend while it's still on my sticky mat. I find that this works best so that I'm less likely to tear it, and it also holds it in place nicely. And then once I get this all inked up and I pull it up, then I can just take a baby wipe to my mat here, and that will clean it up and it'll be ready for the next project. So my plan is to use this yellow outline that I just inked up. So I'm going to pull that out. And then I want to use the inside pieces from the file below and maybe use that for the sun portion. So let me lay this out and see how I like it according to the sketch. Make sure this is all going to work. So here's my piece, and it kind of looks funky, right? Because I did slice it using that feature because I knew I didn't want those words. So it wasn't an entire sun, it was just a portion. But see, once I put my photo on here and layer the sun behind it, you won't even know that it wasn't just a sun cut file. So I like that. I think I'm going to like that very well. I do want to distress the edges of my pink pattern paper, so I will do that off camera so you don't have to watch me do all of that. I'm going to move the title from the bottom, I think, to the top. And then I want to cut a piece of this pattern paper with the suns on it to kind of peek through there as that pattern strip. So I went ahead and cut that, and let me just layer it behind here and see how that looks. Now there's also another little strip. I think I'm going to cut this green, and so I went ahead and cut that. Now it looks like in the image here that the little strip is actually behind the photo. I don't know why I'm trying to place it behind everything. I kind of figured that out right here. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I think it actually goes between my photo and the photo mat in the sketch. So pieces are moving around all over the place. because I don't have anything glued down. But I want to make sure I have a good idea of the direction I want this layout to go before I start gluing things down. Now, I feel like it's a little bit plain, and I wasn't sure that I liked the yellow background, so I am going to audition a few other papers to see if I like them better. So I wanted to audition this pink paper, and I'm not really feeling that one. I don't like that one. So that's a no. I apologize here. I must have hit the camera while I was looking through these papers, so my apologies for giving you a little spin. Now I want to try it on white. Thinking maybe a little bit of white. You know, I'm just really unsure on this layout. I'm wondering if I just go ahead and tear this yellow paper and leave a little bit of the white space showing. And yeah, I really like that. So that's what I want to do here. I'm going to tear the top and the bottom. Now, when I'm doing paper tearing, I like to pull the paper towards me so that it reveals that white core from the pattern paper. So I think that's going to work out great. So let me bring back in my pieces and see how this is going to look. And then I can start adhering all the other pieces to the background and see where we go from there. So while I'm doing that, I want to tell you about My Creative Scrapbook. If you're not already a subscriber, you can add my name when you subscribe, and then My Creative Scrapbook will send you a free gift. So I do appreciate all those that sign up and use my name as a reference because you will receive a free gift. And then they send me a free gift too. So that's always very appreciated when you do that. So thank you so much. Now, My Creative Scrapbook not only has the main kit, which I'm using today, but they also have the limited edition kit. And that is one that's more like vintage style. And I love that style as well. In fact, I am a paid subscriber for the vintage, the LE kit, the limited edition kit. They also have an album kit and let's see, a creative kit. So there's sure to be a kit that is going to fit your style, or you can sign up for multiple kits. And I always appreciate that My Creative Scrapbook is using like the latest and greatest products that are out on the market that are all on trend, and you get like a full collection. Sometimes it's not like the same brand, like in this case, but they curate a collection and you get lots and lots of pieces. So definitely able to create at least 4 layouts. I always create 4, but you can definitely create more. In fact, other times I've created like pages in my art journal and some cards as well, and there's still enough to do that with tons left over. So it's a great value, I think. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and start gluing in those little pieces here to my sun. And I'm really glad that I cut the sun in the pattern paper as well. And I like the look with the Distress Oxide ink for the color. So I finished gluing those down off camera. So now let me bring back in my photo and make sure I like the placement here. So we'll get this one glued down. And then we can start looking through the embellishments to see how we want to embellish this page. Now, don't forget to check out the My Creative Scrapbook website because we do have a gallery. The design teams each post their layouts in the My Creative Scrapbook gallery. So there's always lots and lots of inspiration. All right, I'm going to start looking through the ephemera, and there was tons included this month. So I have this pack here, which I have emptied into my stack and sort tray. I've got that full sticker sheet, plus I have the frames and tags. Now, I like that sun piece of ephemera there. It is a little different shade than the color that I have chosen to use, but I like it, and I think that it will blend if I bring the color in another place as well. So that's my idea here, is to bring in the sun. I'm going to keep looking through all the ephemera to see if there's anything else. Oh, there's the word sunshine. And even though I have my title as "You Are the Sunshine of My Life," I think I can use the sunshine, even though it's larger, as like a subtitle. And so that's what I want to do, I think. So since I'm not sure, I'm going to bring in my powder tool, and I'm going to remove the stick off of the back of the sticker so that I can move it around like a die cut. So right now I'm just kind of hovering it over my page, but I will bring in my powder tool, and this is right here. And so let me go ahead and take the stick off of here. I have sped this up quite a bit because I did have a hard time making some decisions. So I like the word sunshine at the bottom. I'm not sure where I want to put this sun yet. I do think I like the sun with the sunshine because I already have a sun at the top. So I really don't want two suns at the top. So here we go. I'm going to place these here and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these down. I'm going to bring in some wet glue here and just add that to my sticker. Again, this sticker would have been sticky enough, but remember I took the powder to it and removed all the stick. Now I'm going to tuck the little sun underneath the word sunshine. It's just going to be peeking out of there. And then for the "You are the sunshine of my life," I'm going to bring in some foam tape. I'm also going to add a little piece of foam tape to the top of this sun. That way the bottom will stay tucked in, but then the top kind of raises up a bit. And I like the look of that. I did forget to mention that I do print all my photos at home. I have the Epson PictureMate 400, which I absolutely love. And let me check the size of this photo. I think I might have printed this larger. Nope, it's 4x6. For some reason, it looks like it's a 5x7. It's so big. But nope, it's just a 4x6. But I do print all my photos at home, and that way I'm able to size them as needed. Now it is 4x6 with the border, so I did print it like 3.7, wide, so that I could leave enough for the border there. And then let's see here. Since I have that sun, remember I needed to bring in that color. So I brought that color in using that little floral cluster there on the bottom left. So that ties that all together. And then I took one of the tags and cut off the sentiment, and I snipped the tag, and I'm just going to slide it in here under the sun because in the sketch there was a tag here, and I do like that. Now I'm going to take my Distress Oxide ink, and I'm just going to go around the edges. You won't see this a whole lot because I'm just doing the very outer edge. I didn't want to ink blend to bring in the color, but just more to show that there is a distinct border than just white. So I really like the look of that. So I'm going to do that. I've added a little ribbon there to my tag. I don't think any tag should be left naked. And now I've got my sequins and gems out. And I found these, which are beautiful. I think I just purchased these. I don't think I've ever used these. I love the Pink Fresh gems. So I pulled some out that are in this sparkly pink color. And I'm going to use my pick up and place tool along with my Nuvo Deluxe glue. I like using the Nuvo Deluxe glue when I'm gluing down sequins like this because it does have that precision tip, and it also dries clear in case there's any seepage out onto the layout. So I am going to get these arranged. I'm trying to decide the layout of these. I know I want some in this bottom left and some in the top right. I'm not sure about those ones by the tag. I think I'm going to move those up to the top, and then I will glue those down mainly off camera, so you don't have to watch me glue that. So here is how that looked, and I thought I was finished here, and then I set it down and thought about it overnight, and I thought it needed something else. I could journal there in that spot, which I do plan to do, but I also reached in my stash for some stitching. I thought about taking it to my sewing machine, but I remembered I had these from Pretty Little Studio, and this is from the Candy Cane collection, and it's like a clear sticker that looks like stitching. So I'm going to put these large X's at the top, that's in that pink color, and then I'm going to put the lower or the smaller X's, or it's not X's, I'm sorry, it's like little dash marks, but it's in the pink color, and I'm a little bit off camera here. I'm going to put that along the bottom edge, and then I'm going to go back and pull in some yellow because the majority of my layout is pink and yellow. I'm going to add another strip, and I'm going to add the yellow. I'm just going to reverse them. So I'm going to do the yellow stitching sticker at the top, and then the yellow like X's at the bottom. And I'm so sorry I'm off camera here. So then that is going to complete my layout. I think that's the final finishing touch that it needed. You could take this over to your sewing machine and recreate the same thing that I did here for the top and bottom. So if you've enjoyed this layout, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer those. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. Here's some still shots. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.